Hi guys, I'm David with Media Unlocked, and today we're going to be talking about the Aputure Amaran F22x 2x2 LED panel. It is also bicolor, which is fantastic. So we've had this light for a little over a month and a half. B&H was kind enough to send it out to us. While we didn't get a chance to use it as much as we wanted to, we did get a chance to do a gym shoot with it, to use it as a key light. We used it as an overhead light for some professional interviews with some clients. And we used it for a rim light for a couple shots. So what I will tell you, this is a $700 light. And if you are doing a lot of interviews, or you're going to need really nice rim lighting, you know, where you put it behind and you can kind of get that nice little rim light around someone, this thing is really, really nice because it is super thin and it is very powerful. So it's 200 watts, I think 6,900 lumens. And it also takes V-mount. So here's the control panel here for the F22x, and it does take V-mount on the back, which is great, which, you know, so you can take this out in the field. So it is a very powerful light that can be taken out into the field and used. Now, again, as a key light, depending on the situation, we did not find it as useful as we did for that like really nice kind of side light when we're trying to control the lighting from the side, or rim lighting. And so this was kind of like our third light that we'd use for like an interview setup. So what we would do usually is we would have your key light, which is what's hitting me right now, and then we would have a rim light. So we'd have some kind of light that kind of lights from behind a little bit, right? And then we'd have our third light, which is what this really came in handy for, and that is our overhead light. So this was able to give us some light like right above the person, right? And it's super thin and small, so you don't have a big bulky modifier. So it could be used as a key light. We just didn't have a situation where we felt like we needed it. And on top of that, there are times when like this light is going to be super helpful in the aspect of like being very small and portable and putting it into a place that like this huge modifier that I have. So I have a 42-inch beauty dish on a longer Godox light. I think it's a 300-watt Godox light. There's certain places where it's just not going to fit very comfortably, where this is going to come in very handy. And the light looks really nice, and it is bicolor. And the other really nice thing about it is it does have a case. So this case is really nice. Travel with the case, really easy to take everything in and out. You don't have to use the grid. You could use the light just itself. Just to give you guys an idea of what the light actually looks like. You just have, it's this tiny little panel. Like, it's super thin. It's a super thin panel, which if we just kind of pull that out, you can see how thin this panel is. So it's very mobile. Again, not saying it can't be used as a key light, but I am saying that we found it useful as a secondary or thirdary light to actually build out the lighting profile that we needed for the different kind of shots that we did. So for $700, I think it is a phenomenal light because of its compactability, its mobility, and the other really nice thing is it does take V-mount batteries, which we use a lot. So we are able to, again, take this out into the field where we don't actually have power, and still get power and still get that light. It is only 200 watts, but the spread is phenomenal on it. And we are super happy with it. And we are probably actually going to pick this up and add it to our kit, because there are a lot of times that we do a lot of corporate interviews. We do a ton of corporate interviews, and we found adding this into our corporate interview lighting setup really gave us beautiful light from above. So we would use a key light, we'd use this above, and then we'd use a smaller light, a rim light, and then if we needed to light the background, we'd use the fourth or fifth light to control the actual background lighting. So guys, the Aputure Amaran F22x 2x2 bicolor 200 watt. You should go check it out. Of course, guys, if you have any questions, please email us at mediaunlocked101@gmail.com, or leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer any questions you have, because mostly I'm talking about my real world experience, how we used it, what was best for us. You may have a different use for it, or you may have some questions for us, and we'd love to answer those, because we're going to be using this more and more moving forward. So, and my cat, huge fan. He loves this light. He gives it a 10 out of a 10. I wasn't joking about the cat. He loves this thing. It's pretty awesome, isn't it, Aslan? So anyways, guys, as always, we'll catch you next time.